Hello guys, welcome to the Drive channel. I want to quickly show you guys something right here on this trade that I took here on Crash 500. Now, I was thinking to take the trade early before the price even give me before the my main chart give, even give me confirmation. So I want to quickly enter the trade, and when I see something right here, I see that the trade is not going really well. So I had to close the trade up, and what you can see right here is that you can see the price eventually spike. Okay, so that is why you always have to wait for the right moment. You also have to wait for all the confirmation before you take any trade whenever you are dealing with any type of strategy. Okay, so welcome to the direct channel, and if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Now, let's dive into this video. In this video, we are going to be talking about how the strategy works, the settings for the strategy, and how you can set a take profit and stop loss using this exact strategy. And of course, for the zoom level of the strategy, we are zooming out completely. Okay, so you only want to zoom out. You only want to zoom in when you see that you want to look for where your trade is currently at. Okay, so uh,
Hey traders, today's video is sponsored by SNS Broker, your instant and most reliable broker to start trading. And this broker is very reliable, and you can start trading any type of instruments, including forex, indices, crypto, energies, and all type of instruments you can see in this forex market. And this broker, you can start trading it with just $1. Okay, if you have small accounts, if you have small money, you can start trading with this broker with just $1, and you can have partners without no transfer fees, any type, and we are going to have 2,000 spread. Okay, and this broker will pass some discount if you sign up with them. Okay, so if you want to get started, the link is going to be in the description video, so you can check it out and get started with this broker.
without wasting much of our time, let's quickly jump into the settings for the strategy. Okay, first thing you have to do, just click on this icon you are seeing at the top. So this is the icon you are going to be adding your indicator up. So when you click on the icon, and the first indicator we always want to add is the Jimoku. So at the way add this up, we click on this F icon right here at the top. So when we click on it, we search for Jimoku, and this is the parameters. Now the Jimoku has to be as default. Okay, you don't have to set anything up. And how do you set this up as default? You just have to click on this set to default buttons. Okay, when you click on it, it's going to set it as default. Now when you set it as default, we need to do is just to make sure that the detection and the duration should be as background color, and the Chinko spam should always be as your background color. Now what we need is the up mo and the down kumo. So that is the settings we need for the strategy. Okay, once you set everything up, then click on this save button right at the top. So that is the first indicator we are going to be adding to this strategy. Okay, so moving on to the next indicator, which is the RSI. So at the way this up, you click on this main chart button at the top. So this is the parameters for the RSI as well. Now the RSI, set it as default by clicking on this set to default button. So when you click on it, now what we need here is the levels. So at the way this up, you click on this levels button right here. Now for the levels, set it up to 10 and 90. Then use any color of your choice, and then go back, then click on save. So that is the second indicator we are going to be adding. Now moving on to the envelope indicator. So at the way this up, you click on this indicator with the one plus. So for the envelope, now we have to set the PL is 15, shift is 0, the deviation is 0.100, enter the smoothed, apply to close, and for the style, use any color of your choice, then click on save. So that's all the settings we need for the strategy. Okay, so now jumping on to how the strategy works is very simple. Okay, and you always want to wait for your confirmation on your main chart before you take any trades. That is very important. Okay, so now looking at this trade right here, I'm going to use this area as an example for you guys right here. So this is recent price move. Now how do you take a trade with this strategy when you are using it? Now the first thing you want to do is that you want to first make sure that you see that this one of the envelope line, one of the let me check this up. So I'm sorry, one of the envelope line exactly. So one of the envelope line has to come straight to the 10 levels of the RSI. Okay, so one of the envelope line has to come straight to the 10 level of the RSI. Okay, we are on crash, so we are looking for a buy opportunities. Okay, so once we see that one of the envelope line is at the 10 levels of the RSI, then we look into our main chart. This is what is very important. You always want to wait for your confirmation before you take any trades. That is very important. Okay, so what is the confirmation I'm talking about? Now here you can see this volume right here. We have this purple volume and this sort of or green yellow volume. Okay, so this volume is very important whenever you are taking a trade. Now this is what you have to look out for. Now when you are trading, now you want to wait for this your indicator window one confirmation. Okay, once you see it, then you look into your main chart and you're looking for this. Now you want to see that this volume right here, this volume right here you are seeing right here, has to change to this volume. Okay, this is very important. Now once you change this volume, you always want to see that the price, you only want to see that the price. Okay, so sorry guys, so I had to zoom out so you guys can see it more clearly. Okay, so now once you see that these volumes are already changing, this volume right here has changed from this to this, then you now want to wait for the price to cross above it. Okay, that's very important. You want to wait for the price to cross above this volume right here. Okay, so we are not talking about one candle, we are talking about multiple candles crossing above the Ichimoku. Okay, so that is very important as well. So once you see multiple candle crossing above it, then immediately you see that this volume has changed. This volume has changed from this color right here to this color. Then you are now going to enter for your trades. Okay, so once you enter for your trades, now this is where you're going to be setting your take profit. Now we always want to catch some sort of let's say 20 to 50 candles. Okay, so when we catch that candle, then we close our positions. Okay, so we wait for another opportunities. Now with this strategy, you are going to be seeing multiple trades in a day. I'm talking about seeing like 5 to 10 trades in a day. Okay, so let me go to boom. So I'm going to stop straight to boom 600. Okay, so let's trade on boom 600. Now this is another example right here, which is very important as well. Now here we're going to wait for this blue line. Okay, the yellow blue line to come straight to the 90 levels. That is the first thing you always want to see. Okay, and when we see this, then the next thing we do is just wait for what I talk about, which is this volume right here has to change. Okay, this is very important. Now once you see the confirmation on your indicator window one, then the next thing you do is that you wait for this volume right here to change from here to here. Okay, it has to change. That is very important. If you are not seeing that the volume change from here to here, you don't take a trade. Now this is what happens right here. You can see that this volume just building up, so you have to wait for the volume to at least you can see the volume more clearly before you jump into any trade. That is very important. Okay, so all this small volume changing, it does not matter. What matters is the bigger volume. Okay, you have to see the bigger volume before you jump into any trade, and that is how you catch the move. You can see this crazy move right here from the chart. Okay, so that's very important, and that's how we take a trade when using this strategy. Okay, so that is that for that. And I hope you guys love this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notification. Time we posting strategy, you guys will be aware. Thank you guys for seeing the next video. Bye. Okay.